Well, good morning again. Sorry for the delay. Just been out and about doing different things, but today I want to talk about widgets, thingamybobs, stuff, little black boxes that make life better for yourself and for the people that are taking care of you. So basically what I'm talking about is home automation, and that's the background that I actually come from, which I was doing before I became injured. So let's go over a few things that I've done in my house to make life easier for myself, and what you can do at home to make life easier for you and for the person that's taking care of you. So let's start out with the internet. Unfortunately, most things to automate your home requires the internet, and it requires good wireless connectivity. And those are things that are really the bare bones or the backbone to what needs to happen if you want to do automation in your home. So that being said, I think it would be a great idea actually if the insurance companies, the medical insurance companies, or some kind of charity would come up with a kit that could be provided to a person that was disabled, and somebody's grandson to come in and set it up for you. So, but that's another story. But let's talk about televisions to start with. Most new TVs are capable of getting onto the internet. And what I mean by that is you can get to things like Netflix and Amazon and Hulu and all of those streaming services. And you can also have voice control, which means that you can tell the TV via your voice to turn to a channel or turn on and turn off. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. And so, for instance, you just go to channel or tune to channel 25 and it'll tune to channel 25. Or play Top Gun, it'll go and it'll find Top Gun and then you can play it. So, but it does require the internet to do that. Now, if you don't have a TV that has voice control, the newer Comcast box has voice control. There's a couple of external boxes like Roku, and I believe the Fire Stick have voice control. So immediately what that does is it gives you the ability to lie in bed or sit in your wheelchair and control your television with voice commands, which is very good because it means that you don't have to go somebody, hey, can you come and change the channel for me? Or, hey, the TV just turned off. So those basic things can really, really help you out while sitting in your chair or sitting in your bed. And basically, all you need is somebody that's got the smarts enough to log the TV into your wireless network and set up the voice control. And generally, hopefully you've got some, maybe a 12-year-old that could do that for you. But so there's one thing like that. The other thing is Alexa, talking speaker. Now Alexa basically allows you to reach out outside of your home to do other things. For instance, I can make Alexa call my wife's phone by just telling her to call my wife's phone. I can also tell her to read me to the news. I can also ask her to tune into a radio station and play music. So all of those different things. Now, the only drawback to that with some people is the fact that, now you're out in the worldwide. I mean, people can spy on you and those kind of things. And and that's true. I mean, Google and Amazon and all of those guys want to know what you're doing. But, as long as you have nothing to hide, I don't say it's a big deal. But the benefits, I think, outweigh the so-called spying on you thing via the internet, because being able to tell Alexa to call 911 is huge. Also, because it has location services on it, people can tell where your phone is, for instance. So if your phone is off-site, they know that either somebody's taken your phone or you're off-site. So all of those things are really, really important for me, for people to know that I can be here on my own and I can call for help, backup, or whatever it needs to be. So that's kind of cool. The other thing that I have is lighting control. Basically, the lighting control works along with Alexa speakers, and basically what you have is a device, a box that plugs into the wall, and then you plug in your lamp into that. It connects to the internet, and then all you have to do is give it the command to turn on that light, and it'll turn it on and it'll turn it off. So I have 2 lights in my bedroom that will turn on and off automatically. So here's the deal. The middle of the night, you feel like you've got a self-cast, which in my case I have to do. I can say, Alexa, turn on plug 2, and that light will come on, and now I don't have to wake up my wife in order for me to have her come turn the light on and do those kind of things. So that's a big plus. The other thing that you can do, which I have, is I have a doorbell camera. There's a camera on the front door, and basically when somebody rings that front door, I can talk to that person via my laptop or by my phone. Generally, it's easier to do it on your phone because typically you may not be by your laptop, but you are by your phone. So that allows you to look at the person at the door and talk to them. And you can go, hey, no, it's not convenient right now, or please leave the package there, or come on in. Those things are really good to have. The other thing that's available is also automatic door locks, where you can unlock and lock a door either by a passcode, thumbprint, or voice command. Those things, the voice command thing is a little iffy. I think a thumbprint is pretty cool, and also a passcode to get in. Whether it's like a not a 1, 2, 3, 4, but something that is difficult to repeat by somebody else. So all these things are available, and this stuff used to be pretty expensive, but it's not anymore. It really isn't that expensive. But the only thing that you have to bear in mind is the more wireless devices that you put on a system, the better your wireless system needs to be. And I'm talking about the wireless within your house. Because just like if you run around the house turning all your taps on, eventually the water pressure is going to go down. And that's the same thing with wireless. So having good wireless is key to all of this. But on the other hand, having a couple of lights, a TV, and an Amazon speaker or a smart speaker, or whatever it is, Alexa or Google, those don't take up a lot of bandwidth, and so those can make your life pretty easy, or easier for everybody else involved. So I would highly recommend it. I'm working on putting together some kind of package or a talk that I want to give as a mentor to show people what they can do inexpensively in their homes, and hopefully get the insurance company to pay for it. The medical insurance company, for instance, paid for my chair. That's automated. They should be able to pay for your internet and for your the devices, so you can control things within your home. I think it would be a great idea. It's not that expensive. They're probably going to balk at the idea because, it's technical. But on the other hand, once it's set up, unless you lose power, and it's pretty easy and it's pretty reliable. It keeps going. It's the most, Alexa so far seems to be the most reliable automation system that I've seen so far. And I've done a lot of big, really expensive automation systems, and Alexa is pretty much bulletproof. It works every time. She doesn't answer all the time, but eventually, she does. So I would highly recommend doing something like that in your home if you can. But again, you definitely need to have good wireless, and you got to have good internet coming into the house. And that's really it, Well, the other thing that you can do, it doesn't necessarily use wireless, but there's a couple of things that you can do to be able to turn on and turn off your modem. Every house, when you get internet, has a little black box that's hooked up to the internet, right? And so what you need to be able to do is to plug that into a power strip that has a remote control. And it has to be a radio frequency remote control. The reason I'm saying that is because some of them are controlled by the internet. And if the internet is down, you can't turn it on and off. So if you have a power strip that has radio frequency control, RF control, that allows you to turn that power strip on and off as long as the power's on, or as soon as it comes back on, which in turn would allow you to reboot your internet router, which is key. And the other thing that I have is the fan spinning up above me. That has an RF remote control, so it allows me to adjust the speed of the fan and also turn the light, the central light that's in it, on and off. So there's another thing that you can do from your bed without having to, hey, can you turn the fan on for me? Other things that you can do, there are thermostats that you can buy that are wireless, and you can have an app on your phone and allow you to, adjust the thermostat up and down. There's an unlimited amount of things, blinds, curtains, all of that stuff. But the basic stuff, being able to have voice control on your TV, to be able to turn a couple of lights on and off, maybe be able to control your fan, and also see who's at the front door. It's pretty easy. So what ends up happening is I've got a hospital table, which I'm standing in front of right now, and I have a power strip on it, which has USBs built in, so I can charge phones while I'm sitting at this table. I have a couple of remote controls. I have the remote control for my television, which allows me to talk to my TV and turn it on and off and change channels. And then I have a remote for my fan. And of course my phone, which I keep in my side pocket. And that's it. So these things that, are really, really helpful to me. And again, for those of you who don't like being connected to the internet or don't want Big Brother watching you, I get it. But if you want to have these potentially life-saving devices in your home, then you have to be on the World Wide Web or whatever you want to call it. So that's all I know about automation. There's a lot more that I do know, and there's a lot more that can be done. The door locks, opening, closing doors, and all of those kind of things that are available. But other than that, a basic system with a smart speaker, a smart television, and lighting control, it goes a long way to giving you a better life. So for now, that's about it for today, and I will put up another video as soon as possible. Thanks.